Through the first part of hot flow today. So come to the center of your mat and take your feet mat width distance apart. Take your toes out slightly towards either wall. Then bend your knees and bring your hands down on top of your thighs with your thumbs on the insides of your knees. For our horse stance cat-cow breath, drop your belly and look up, lift your chin up, then exhale, round forward, engaging your belly and rounding your spine. Inhale, stretching the front of the spine, then exhale, stretching the back of the spine. One more time, inhale, exhale, curl, and then come all the way up slowly. Bring your feet together, toes and ankles touching, no space between your feet. Take your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold all the way down, relax. Inhale, half lift. Exhale for our crouch curl breath. Bring your heels up, your thighs down, and your forehead to knee connection, like a rabbit spine. Exhale, your feet flat back on the ground. Come all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, and crouch forward, creating ankle mobility and stability. Exhale, your feet flat on the ground, come all the way back up, palms touch. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, half lift, back straight. Good job, Joanne. Exhale, crouch and curl, bringing forehead to knee connection. Exhale, feet flat on the ground, come all the way back up. Interlace your fingers and release your index finger for our half moon series. Inhale, lift up, then bump your hips to the left as you reach over to the right. Over to the right. It's okay, we're directionally challenged. Getting that lateral stretch of the spine here. Come back to center. Then bump your hips to the right, this time reaching over to the left. It's a small movement, engaging your glutes and your abs here. Come back to center. One backward bend. So inhale, lift up, engage your glutes, press your hips forward, bring the weight into your heels as you relax your head back and draw a line in the ceiling with your hands. Slowly release. Release your arms out wide and come to a forward fold. All the way down. You can relax here, bend your knees one at a time if you'd like to. Cute, Joanne, I like that dance move. Then bring your hands behind your calves or underneath your feet for our hands to feet pose. Push your hips up to get a nice hamstring stretch and back stretch at the same time, even stretch. If you fall out, that's okay, it's part of the process. Release your hands out wide like an airplane to come all the way back up. And then release and bring your right arm underneath your left, crossing at the elbows and wrists, your thumbs towards your face for eagle. Bend down vertically. Bring your right leg way up and over the left. Take that bind if you can, but if not, just bring your right foot as a kickstand on the other side of your foot. That's perfect. Good job, Henny. Compressing all 12 joints of the spine. Bring your right leg up and back for an eagle balancing stick. Making sure you have a straight line from the head to all the way to the toes here. It's okay if you can flex your foot, you can point your foot, you can float your foot. Bring your arms forward, then release them out wide. Take your right arm down, your left arm up for revolving half moon 2. You can take your gaze out. Or you don't have to. If you don't want to, you can just look straight down for balance. Come back to center. Bring your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale your left arm underneath your right for eagle. Bend down again, bring your left leg up over your right. No space between your thighs, no space between your forearms. Slowly bring your left leg up and back towards the back wall for balancing stick, eagle balancing stick. Bring your arms forward, making sure you have a straight line from your head to your toe. It's okay if you don't get a big range of motion here. Then release your arms out wide like an airplane. Tilt your left arm down, your right arm up. Come back to center. Release all the way back. For our first sun salutation, bring your arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold and separate jump to the back of the mat. You can take a vinyasa here if you would like, but I know you're all tired, so you don't have to. But, oh, beautiful. Perfect. Look between your hands, bend your knees, and separate jump to the top of the mat. Inhale all the way up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, separate jump to the back of the mat. Take a vinyasa here, bending your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job, Dawn. Bend your knees, look forward, separate jump to the front of your mat for our last vinyasa. Inhale all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, creating energy throughout the body. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms and separate jump to the back of your mat. Take one more vinyasa if you would like. Coming back into downward facing dog, we'll meet there. Bring your right leg way up and back. Then plant your foot nearest your right thumb. Keep on the ball of your back foot as you come into crescent lunge. Hands up, palms facing towards each other. You can bend that back knee if you would like to stabilize yourself a little bit more. Then bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers behind your head, press into your head to open up that armpit chest. It feels really good. We'll take you through 3 knee taps, so slowly bring your knee down. Inhale, inhale, lower, exhale, lift, inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Bring your arms up into a normal crescent, then windmill them down into the inside of your right knee, into the lizard leg. Press that right knee into your right bicep so you can really feel that hip and level those hips out. Press through the back heel. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulder. Then take your right foot out at a 45-degree angle. Place your left palm in the center of the mat and then slowly swivel to the outsides of both feet, flexing both feet. There you go, Joanne. Beautiful. Getting a huge external hip rotation here. I'm sure you can feel it. Slowly come back down. Keep that front foot at a 45-degree angle as you walk your hands out and maybe come down onto your forearms if that's available to you. You can also come into the back, onto the knee of your back leg. Press your sternum forward as you kick through that back heel to get an even greater open hip. Now press your hands where your elbows were and send your right leg up into a one-legged downward dog. Bend your knee for a glute raise, flexing your foot. Then without moving your shoulders, stack your hips on top of one of each other. So maybe bring that right shoulder down a little bit. Perfect. Come back to center, extend that leg out long, and then you have an option for a one-legged vinyasa here. But I doubt any of y'all want to take that right now. So let's just meet back into downward dog. Let's lift the left leg way up behind you and bring it closest to the left thumb for a crescent lunge on the other side. Making sure you're on the ball of the back foot. Have a strong foundation. Don't be on a tightrope, but make sure you have some light between the thighs there. And slowly lift up to crescent lunge. Take your arms behind your head, interlace them, and press your arms into your head. Slowly lower your back knee for 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring your arms up above you. Then bring them forward to the inside of your left foot. Lizard legs on the other side. Bring your left foot out at a 45-degree angle as you press your right palm into the center of your mat. Swivel to the outside of both feet as you lift your left arm up, creating an external hip rotation here. Maybe look towards the side mirror. Slowly come back down and walk your hands out forward in front of you. Maybe coming onto your forearms, maybe coming onto that back leg. but pushing your sternum forward so you really get that open hip here. Trying to level out your hips. It's okay if you don't get it. You can squeeze your right glute in order to get closer to that goal. Press your palms where your elbows were and come back into a one-legged downward dog. Now bend your knee, your left knee, to make that glute raise, and stack your hips without making your shoulders come to the side. Level out your shoulders a little bit more, Joanne. You can, perfect. Then extend out long, and take your one-legged vinyasa if you would like. That's good, yeah. That's fine. Come back into downward dog. Breathe here. Namaste.
Oh, yay.